Hi guys, it's Hallie Crawford with Create Your Career Path Career Coaching. So are you one of those people who regrets their college major? The bad news is that it's too late if you've already graduated from college. But the good news is that this doesn't have to pigeonhole you and be a problem for the rest of your life. And you're not alone. A Career Builder survey showed that over a third of people in America, 36%, of people out there actually regret their college major. I don't necessarily regret mine, but honestly, I do wish that my major prepared me more for real-world work experience as opposed to being so theoretical and general and vague. But that's another story. So there are some things that you can do about this. And the first thing that you need to consider, especially if you are a recent college grad and you're in a field that's related to your major, or even if you're not, is don't feel like this is what you're going to have to be doing forever, and also don't feel like you have to choose a job that's directly related to your college major. So step number one is to think outside the box a little bit. So whatever you majored in, what are some fields that are related to that major but aren't necessarily the most obvious fit for that? So for example, English majors, a lot of people think, oh, I need to go to law school, or I'm going to be a professor or a high school teacher, and that's it. But think about this. What about marketing? What about PR? What about creative or technical writing? There are lots of other things out there that you could do with your writing degree. You just have to look into them a little bit further. So do a quick Google search on careers in writing or careers related to writing, and you'll find some great ideas out there to help you brainstorm and think out of the box. Step number two is to go to HR and talk to your HR department at your company. Find out what kind of training programs do they offer, if any, and if they don't have any in-house, what kind of educational benefits do they provide to you? Is this one of the perks of being at your job? Is they will pay for some training programs for you. It's worth asking. It's free money, free education if they do it. So ask them and tie it specifically to your job performance. Let them know, or be able to prepare to explain to them how this would help enhance your performance at your job. That will make a big difference. The other thing to look at, so step number three, is to go out there and look at local community colleges and honestly even universities. What kind of adult education workshops or classes do they have at night? Like here in Atlanta, Evening at Emory is one of the programs they have, and they have a ton of adult education workshops in the evening or on the weekends. And this is actually a great thing too, because even if they don't have a certificate program that's something like a diploma that you can hold in your hand, they could have classes that you can kind of get your feet wet in the industry and decide if you do want to go back to school and go further with it. So it could be a good stepping stone to something else as well. And remember that step four is you can also look at online courses. You don't have to go in a classroom. Sometimes you don't have to commute. You can do your work right online through webinars or online courses. There's a ton of them. You want to make sure that you go to a place that's going to be reputable. So look at what kind of rankings they have. Talk to people who've been through their courses. Look at their testimonials to make sure it's reputable. But online classes are a great option. And the last option is go back to school and get a higher degree. Research has shown that people who have higher education, whether it's a master's degree, certification like an HR or something else, or a PhD, they will earn a lot more money over their lifetime, sometimes millions more over their lifetime. So it is worth looking back into, going back into school, if that's something that you think is important for you to do, necessary for your career progression, and it's something that you can afford, because you've got to be careful here. Remember, going back to school is an investment of time and money, and you don't want to get out of there and graduate buried with student loans. So be careful with this one, but definitely consider it. I hope this is helpful to you. Have a great day.